to McCormick, to the hole with a two-hand foul.
That little guy amazes me every game.
They want you to take shots. I want you to make shots.
Welcome to the Auburn Basketball Review, presented by Toyota, with Tigers coach Bruce Pearl. I'm Andy Bertram. Glad to have you with us today. Interesting week for the Tigers, the loss at Florida and then return home to the arena and a big win against South Carolina.
Well, the loss to Florida was tough. The first half, we held them to 26 points. That's not bad. Gives you a fighting chance. Problem is we scored 23. But I think we let the fact that we struggled so much offensively, Andy, get us where we didn't guard as well in the second half, and we continue to struggle offensively. Florida played good. Mike White does a really nice job, and he's got a really good team. That was a team that was maybe a Final Four kind of team. They've got some really good talent. He does a nice job with them. That the price on our head, an RPI of 4 or a net rating of 4, you could tell that we're going to get everybody's best shot because the victory against Auburn right now is worth a lot more than it used to be.
And then a bounce back against South Carolina.
Yeah, I told the guys, I said, look, it's one thing to bounce back in practice. Oftentimes in a pregame show, you'll ask me, how was practice this week? Practice is fine, but can you bounce back in a game? Can we bounce back in a game? And, it took us a while against South Carolina. We started pretty well. We had a little dry spell in there. But then we absolutely played like we practiced. We started to do the things in the game that we'd worked on in practice, and I actually think that gave our guys confidence, and also didn't hurt that Cambridge started making all those shots, which was very exciting. We'll talk about that some more.
We'll take a look at highlights for both. First off, Florida, when we come back on the Auburn Basketball Review, presented by Toyota.
The Auburn Basketball Review is presented by Verizon. One family, many unlimited plans. And by the Auburn University College of Veterinary Medicine.
For 5-star backyards, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have this yellow tag, you don't want it.
When people ask me what makes Verizon 5G different, I talk about the future of EMTs. An ambulance can only go so fast, but Verizon 5G Ultra Wideband is being built to transmit massive amounts of life-saving data in near real time. So someday, doctors could begin their work before the patient even arrives. That's a difference that could save lives. That's a difference that will change everything.
Our free checking account is not just about free. It's about freedom. Freedom to save without worrying about a monthly service charge, to access your money whenever and wherever you want. Freedom to experience the power of an easy-to-use award-winning app.
Your sister.
My sister. How can I send Laura money? Cool.
Or freedom to know you can count on people you trust. Opportunities await for those who choose freedom. BBVA, creating opportunities.
Welcome back on the Auburn Basketball Review, presented by Toyota. The Tigers this past weekend on the road at Florida. Big crowd, sellout crowd, and they were ready.
They were ready. A great environment. You know, we are doing a good job of driving the ball downhill. and Florida did a pretty good job of sliding over vertically, getting big. We just weren't able to finish. And then offensively in the second half, Florida kind of had their way with us.
Take a look at the highlights presented by Truckworks.
Tap is controlled by Blackshear and Florida, and we're underway at the O'Connell Center. Left corner, Anthony McLemore for three. It's no good. Rebound Johnson to the top for Purifoy and a three. That one's good.
All right, finally got one down. Now we play.
Samir, right side for Purifoy. Low post Wiley. Double teamed and bumped and put it in anyway.
Well, we went to the post with him wide open.
Inbound to McCormick, or Cambridge rather, and he ties the game. And Mike White says that's enough. How about that?
Well, nobody was ready.
Wiley back to Javon, gets a screen, drives on Payne into the corner. Underneath for Wiley, two-hand dunk. Wiley jams it home. Pretty good, they've kept the lead with Nemhard on the bench with foul trouble. And it's thrown away in the backcourt, and here is D'Angelo Purifoy. Drives to the hole and put it in. They want Wiley, they didn't get it there in time. McCormick drives and scores with the left hand. At the break, Florida leads Auburn 28-23. McCormick lobs to Wiley at the top. Underneath for McCormick or McLemore. Turnaround jumper, and he put it in. Samir Dowdy drives down the lane to the hole and jams it with the right hand.
All right, a little action like that will motivate everybody. Now
left wing, Samir. Down the left side of the lane, Wiley goes in and scores. He just backed Payne right back to the basket. Left wing for Flanagan. Low post, Wiley against Blackshear. Puts it on the floor, boxed out of his hand. It comes to Purifoy. Right corner, free ball. Isaac, he put it in. 13-point lead for Florida. Backdoor Purifoy to the hole.
he told them in the dressing room they would get that. I'm sure, and it's about time we did.
Where will the offense come from?
Right here.
Samir, three at the top. Got bumped, he put it in. No foul called after he was hit. After the shot! Purifoy, Cambridge. Purifoy, Wiley at the top. One dribble. Samir at the top for three. Buries it.
That's where your offense got to come. When
Thank
things
you.
are bad, go to your go-to guy.
A convincing win for Florida today.
This was a convincing win for them, without a doubt.
Florida 69, Auburn 47.
Tough loss for the Tigers at Florida. What's a message to the ball club after a game like this, Coach?
Probably missed opportunity that not many people are going to go down to Florida. You want to win the league championship, you got to have some of those. We didn't get that one. I think our win at Mississippi State is proving to be one of those wins. We talked about it beforehand. Mississippi State's going to be in the hunt all the way through. They've won three as of the show right now, 3 in a row. And then the whole thing we've talked about saying, look, if we don't get better, if we don't grow, if we don't make each other better, we're going to continue to struggle. In other words, we had 15 assists last week at Alabama and at Florida. We need to do a better job of making each other better. I asked the guys a question. You're out there offensively. Who are you making better? I mean the other guys. You're out there defensively. Who are you making better? I'm talking about the other guys. I thought that was the challenge going into the game against South Carolina, and I think the guys got the message.
Auburn certainly responded. We'll take a look at those highlights with South Carolina coming up. You look at that game at Florida. You talked about your guard play, and you needed more out of your guards, and I guess more control out of your guards.
Got to make decisions. Got to get guys shots. Got to get us into things, and certainly that was a challenge. But I think that it's important. Momentum is an incredible thing in sports. You can see it in a game. You can absolutely see it in a season. And so we had a great momentum starting 15-0, losing 2 in a row, and not playing well. You could see it wore on us a little bit. Adversity, it reveals character. It doesn't just build it. And I think that that was a challenge. It's only 2 losses. Let's leave Florida. We're 15-2 right now after 17 games. I think there are a lot of teams in the country that would take that. And let's see if we can build on something that we worked so hard to establish.
How would Auburn respond? You'll get to those highlights, that Auburn-South Carolina game, when we come back on the Auburn Basketball Review, presented by Toyota.
When people ask me what makes Verizon 5G different, I talk about firefighters. For hundreds of years, they've had to do their jobs in blinding smoke. But Verizon 5G Ultra Wideband is built to transmit real-world data so fast, it could power technology that lets them see through smoke. That's a difference that can save lives. That's a difference that will change everything.
Auburn's going to beat Alabama. War Eagle indeed on the plains.
Good lunch.
Lease a new 2020 Toyota Tacoma SR5 Double Cab V6 for just $239 a month for 36 months. Power runs in the family. Toyota, let's go places.
This is Holding Court, brought to you by Yellowwood. I'm Brad Law. Today we're holding court with
Preston Cook.
Yes, sir. From Auburn, Alabama. Your earliest memory of Auburn basketball, Preston, what was it?
Probably going to the basketball games when I was about 10 or 11 here at the arena. I think it was the first year. I think Tony Barber was the coach, and I remember my favorite player was Kenny Gabriel, so I used to always come and watch him play.
There you go. The only Auburn basketball player to register a triple-double, by the way, Kenny Gabriel.
Yep.
Do you remember anything about that game, or maybe some favorite memories of going to games as a kid as you got older?
I think that game in particular, after the game I got his autograph. So that really it meant a lot to me because he was my favorite player. I think in Wrigley I got the same number as him, so I mean, he was a good player.
Yeah. Do you ever think about that when you're talking to kids and signing stuff, when kids are waiting to see players after the game is over and you get to decide? Does that make you think back a little bit?
Oh yeah, it does. It's crazy to think that I'm actually here. You know, it's amazing, and I'm just glad I'm here.
All right, let's take a look at the floor here. Show me your favorite spot to shoot from on the floor.
My favorite spot?
Yeah.
I'll probably say right here, right wing. This spot right here, yeah. It's my favorite spot probably.
What is your favorite memory from playing in a game at Auburn? Is there a game that stands out?
In college or?
Yeah, in college.
In college, definitely the game versus St. Peter's, my first dunk. When we played at St. Peter's a couple years ago, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Definitely that game.
Tell me about when you knew that you were going to slam it.
When I stole the pass, I just knew I had to dunk because I had friends and family here, so I knew I had to put on a little show for them.
Being from here, how many friends and family do you have that are at games each time out?
I have tons. You know, they're always asking for tickets or trying to find some online. So I have a great supporting cast here at Auburn.
All right. Tell me the funniest guy on the team.
The funniest guy? I'll probably say Miles. Miles, he's goofy. I like Miles.
Miles Parker. What does he do that's funny?
It's just the way he acts. Like, he's just funny, man. Miles is my guy.
Okay. Tell the viewers what secret talent Preston Cook possesses.
I can play the trumpet.
Yeah?
I think that's my secret talent, yeah.
Like sorta or like?
Yeah, sort of, yeah. Back in, once like 7th, 8th grade, I was playing the trumpet, so definitely that.
Maybe a concert next time out.
Maybe.
All right, thanks for the time.
Yes, sir, appreciate it.
That's Preston Cook. This has been Holding Court, brought to you by Yellowwood.
The Auburn Basketball Review is presented by Verizon. One family, many unlimited plans. And by the Auburn University College of Veterinary Medicine. Kingsman Park, where anything can happen.
Left side, base hit. Auburn wins.
Where dreams come true.
A 15-strikeout night. Tanner Burns shuts out Cincinnati.
Come experience it yourself.
You may know Auburn, but do you really know Auburn? We work hard, dream big, and soar past today's limits to the possibilities of tomorrow. Auburn, if you thought you knew us, think again. War Eagle.
You can kiss that ball a goodbye. And the 1-2, a big strikeout, Lexi Hanley. 1-1, lifted in the air, deep to left, and the Auburn Tigers walk off with a 12-4 victory.
Welcome back on the Auburn Basketball Review. South Carolina at Auburn Arena on Wednesday. You knew this was a good South Carolina team. They won at Virginia earlier this season. Frank Martin's teams always play tough, physical defense. So you knew you had a tall task going in.
We did. Kentucky's got the most quarter-one wins in our league right now. South Carolina second, with the win at Virginia, Clemson, and then the beating Kentucky. So we knew they had step-up ability. They won 2 in a row coming in. And Frank's teams always play hard. It's almost impossible to run your offense. But what we felt like going in was we had 3 guys that they couldn't stay in front of: Javon McCormick, Samir Dowdy, and Isaac Okoro. That's the good news. The bad news is just neither did Alabama, neither did Florida. But once our guys got by, we did not do a very good job of then making that extra pass. I thought against South Carolina we did. Now early in the game we made the extra pass and we missed a bunch of shots. The offense didn't look any better. But then about halfway through the first half, Devin Cambridge started to light up, and he was making open shots, and then he started to make some tough shots. The crowd got into it, the bench got into it, and it was a lot of fun.
Big momentum for the Tigers. Let's take a look at the highlights presented by Truckworks.
Levick will jump it up against Wiley. The tap is controlled by South Carolina, going to the basket to our right, and we are underway at Auburn Arena. They went deep and got the ball to fall. Okoro penetrates. Left wing, Cambridge. Devin 3. There's good.
He's a good standing jump shooter. With his feet set, he can knock them down.
And here's Carolina the other way. McCreary lost it. Taken away by Okoro. Ahead Dowdy. Underneath Cambridge on the alley-oop.
What a pass. What a pass.
Gets it to Okoro. To the top from McCormick. Left wing, Cambridge. A 3 for the lead. Yes!
Well, he's good. If it's a catch-and-shoot situation, David Cambridge can really hurt you.
17 to shoot for Auburn. At the top, Okoro, left side, Jamal, 3 ball, got it! Crossover dribble, behind the back dribble, double team, right side, Cambridge, another 3. Baked it in!
Oh, give him the ball, he's feeling it.
Working on A.J. Lawson, right side for Okoro, left corner, another 3 for Cambridge. Yes! Holy cow!
Great drive into the middle by Okoro and a kick for 3 in the opposite corner. Great ball movement.
14! Cambridge, a career high. Gets it, brings it to the point, to the free throw line, behind the back dribble. Right wing, Jamal Johnson, head fake, into the corner for McCormick, goes baseline, hang, shoot, scores! McCormick drives on Lawson, lobs it up there. Oh, and it's the alley-oop to McLemore! Drives right wing. Tries free throw line, lobs it left corner, Cambridge 3, it was blocked. Rebounded to Okoro, he put it in at the buzzer! He put it in at the buzzer! Woohoo! D'Angelo working against Manaya, spins into the corner, 3 ball, Javon, good!
Great drive to the middle by Okoro.
Rebound out of there, Auburn the other way. McCormick, head fake off the glass, got
it! Oh, what a catch!
Let's see if the Tigers respond, 16:55 in the second. Okoro crossover against Lawson to the hole, up and under and in.
Big time play, pro play.
Dowdy out at the top. Carolina and a man for man. Purifoy, low post to Coro. Left corner, Cambridge for three. Yep.
What a pass.
Loses it, gets it back. Left wing, Samir. 5. 3 ball. Good.
Big time three. Got him on the scoreboard.
At the point, Purifoy underneath. Cambridge, head fake, shoots,
Good
scores.
Ball fake. Great set play.
19 for Devin Cambridge. Outlet up the floor to McCormick. Drives, kicks it right corner. 3 ball, Cambridge. Oh my goodness!
Look him up, because he's hot.
22 for Devin Cambridge. Tigers by 10. Switches to the right between the legs, dribble the left hand. Down the left side of the lane. Spins to the hole, up. And in with a foul. Yes, and a foul. Samir, crossover free throw line, spins down the lane, high off the glass. He didn't get it. He got his own rebound. At the top, Isaac 3. No. Rebound, Cambridge. Rebound dunk. Holy cow. Samir Dowdy between the rings. Gets a screen. Left side, Jamal Johnson 3. Cut. 75-57. Auburn on top. There's a steal. Johnson 3 on 2. Dowdy in the lane. To the hole. Bumped. Up and in the foul!
Woo! Unbelievable!
Just get it across midcourt, Javon. Bounce pass to Coro, and this one will go away. The losing streak is over. Auburn 4-2 in the SEC. Beats South Carolina 80-67.
Great victory.
A big win for the Auburn Tigers against South Carolina. All right, a word or two about the night that Devin Cambridge had for you, Coach.
Devin is a talented player. I've said it publicly that someday he could be our best player, but he's not close right now, and he knows why. There are things he needs to work on in the game. Great thing about it, he's incredibly coachable, and what a great kid. And you could just see the response of his teammates, just to how much he is respected and liked. And I did talk to him before the game a little bit. I said, look, I know what the future holds. So do you. But this team needs you right now. I mean, again, this is no credit. This is not why he made those shots. But we absolutely did talk about it before the game. I said, we can't win without you. You can't be out there logging minutes. You got to make plays. And, he made his first shot. Isaac Coro gave it to him. It was wide open. He had an easy one on the inside. It just got going. Good for this team. Great for the future.
Talked about in the pregame with me on the Auburn Sports Network that you needed your guards, you needed your playmakers to go off 2 feet in this game.
Yep.
Did you see that?
Well, we did, and I talked about it to the media after the game about Ira Bowman. Ira Bowman, one of my assistants, was a heck of a guard at Penn. Worked really, really hard with the other coaches on getting our guys to get in the lane and make plays off 2 feet, not just going down the lane and trying to finish. When you drive the ball to the basket, if the defense is in legal guarding position, if you initiate contact, there will either be no call or it could be an offensive foul. The trend nationally is to not reward guys for taking it into contact. But if the defense is not in legal guarding position, those are fouls. They're just not being called. You have to adjust to it. Not complaining, you just got to make the adjustment. So our guys are getting in the lane and make good decisions, make good casts. Better back cutters, better movement, more open shots. Got to knock some shots down.
We'll be back to wrap things up. But first, This Week in Auburn Athletics, brought to you by Geico Insurance.
Free checking account is not just about free. It's about freedom. Freedom to save without worrying about a monthly service charge, to access your money whenever and wherever you want. Freedom to experience the power of an easy-to-use award-winning app.
Your sister.
My sister. How can I send Laura money? Cool.
Or freedom to know you can count on people you trust. Opportunities await for those who choose freedom. BBVA, creating opportunities.
For 5-star backyards, Yellowwood brand pressure treated pine. If it doesn't have this yellow tag, you don't want it.
Welcome to Plainsman Park. where anything can happen.
Left side, base hit. Auburn wins.
Where dreams come true.
A 15-strikeout night. Tanner Burns shuts out Cincinnati.
Come experience it yourself.
Wrapping things up in the Auburn Basketball Review presented by Toyota. It's the SEC Big 12 Challenge Saturday morning at 11. The Tigers will host Iowa State. Auburn Sports Network coverage begins at 10:30. Then a quick turnaround for Auburn. The Tigers are at Ole Miss on Tuesday. Two tough ones.
Big week,
Yeah.
The Big 12 SEC Challenge. Auburn wasn't good enough to be in it the last 2 years. We weren't asked. I might mention that to my team. We are asked now. We need to hold serve. We need to be able to win for the SEC. It means a lot come March. And then at Ole Miss, last year we got swept by the Rebels, and Coach Kermit Davis. We got to do a better job there. Hey, Eddie, just a reminder now: the last home game at Auburn before the Kentucky game and the Outlive game is the Iowa State game. Buy your Outlive T-shirts. If I see you at the Kentucky game without an Outlive T-shirt, I may buy it for you, okay? I'm calling you out. It's only $25.
Great cause, and all the money stays local. It helps folks in this area with gas money to go be treated, or maybe it gives folks a chance to get time off for a mammogram.
That's right. And free clinic and free exams, and 100% of every dollar we raise goes to people that are fighting cancer.
Iowa State, 11 o'clock on Saturday. This is a good Iowa State ball club. Don't look at that record because this team can play.
Well, they might have the best point guard in the country. I mean, he is special, incredible passer, truly gifted, worth the price of admission.
See you here at the arena. War Eagle. Tigers coach Bruce Pearl, I'm Andy Bersham. This is the Auburn Basketball Review presented by Toyota.